What if a woman was giving you everything else? She was a humble, religious Christian.
If she's humble because she's dumb as rocks and just like, I can't do anything.
Well, you wouldn't.
Can't
Even
do
your
it.
acting skills.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay. Even if she was a 10, like if she was Madison Beer.
Well,
I knew it.
let me think about that.
No, come on, bro. I know you'd fold, bro. You'd fold. I know you.
I'd find a way.
Aye. Still stuck in my head, bro.
That's a great song.
Welcome back to another episode of The Just Saying Show. We just came back from Hawaii, so excuse us for not uploading for the past 2 weeks.
Do we look tan?
I hope so. Shoot. I mean, we were wearing like even sunscreen stuff, but I still got so sunburned. Remember the first day we went surfing?
That was pretty gnarly.
Oh my, dude, you didn't even wipe my whole back, bro. It was just like that one middle spot was like.
I thought
fine.
I did, but I wasn't too excited about doing that.
I was literally looking at my back, and you can clearly tell, like, it was so red. I was actually scared. I was like, oh my god, putting aloe. And every single night, I was like, yo, bro, can you please like put some aloe on my back? And he's like, really, dude? Really?
Okay.
But it was fun, bro. It was super fun. What was like your highlight? Like, what was your favorite part about the trip?
Seeing Henry Fong was a lot of fun. Going, snorkeling, that was a lot of fun. At the end, of course.
This guy, he cranked. Wait, yo, you got
Cramped.
You got cramped what? Twice? 3 times?
Twice. I kept trying, but at the last final time, I stretched for I think 10 minutes straight, and then I was good.
I totally thought that you weren't gonna come in. I was in the ocean, and then I looked up. I'm like, why are you up in the boat this whole time? And I was like, oh, he's not coming in anymore.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think I drank a full bottle of water the entire trip there.
Neither of us did. We were literally
just Diet Cokes, Coke Zeros, and Diet Dr. Pepper. That was
it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a diverse diet, but
I feel like the reason why I didn't cramp up is because the only time I drank water was at the gym, and I went to the gym every morning except for Sunday. So
yeah.
I think that's the only time I was drinking water. But besides that, our whole liquids were just straight Diet Coke.
It was awesome.
So snorkeling, anything else?
I mean, the food was great. 53 by the Sea, if you guys are ever in Oahu, I highly recommend. You really like the sushi.
Oh my, dude, nothing else can beat that now, dude. I even went to the sushi place 2 days ago. I'm like, this is straight basura. Like, this is not even close to it.
Wow, really? You like the sushi that much, huh?
So, oh my god, so good.
Fascinating.
But at the same time, it's like, it's so expensive, dude. Every time we were ordering, I was like, I felt so guilty. I'm like, dude, I'm good. I could have definitely eaten more, but I'm like, there's no way we're gonna go over like that limit. I was like,
Did we eat anything after? I'm trying to remember. That was the last night.
That was the last night, and then we ate in the morning. We went to that breakfast place where they ruined your pancakes.
Oh yeah.
He loves his pancakes, you guys.
I do. I think I ordered pancakes if I could every time.
I think you did for breakfast
at
wise.
any restaurant, if they had pancakes, I was ordering it.
Except for that one time at Denny's. I don't think you got.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. Because I remember I was like, oh, IHOP's pancakes are better than Denny's.
Interesting. I gotta have like A plus B and see which one actually tastes better. Definitely the snorkeling was good. Surfing, if it wasn't, by the way.
Oh, surfing! I totally forgot. That was so much fun. But this guy got hurt.
Yeah, I got hit by the reefs. My foot got all crunched up in there, and still healing actually. The back part of my foot is still hurting, but the side foot is totally fine now. But yeah, that kind of ruined it for me, and the sunburn. But besides, that was so therapeutic, dude. But we went to the wrong spot to surf.
Why?
Because there weren't any waves. There was no waves at all. And remember, we went to Caleb. He showed us that other place, and we're like, dude, there's waves everywhere here. It was like that. We could have definitely shred the gnar over there.
Those waves were a little bit beyond our price range. Especially because you haven't surfed in over a decade?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, so we had very different surfing experiences. And I think that you might have actually died.
That's true. It looked kind of scary, especially because there's rocks right next to it. I'm like, oh, we would have I would have definitely.
Yeah, I think we were definitely in the right place. Where we won't get exhausted because of how high the waves are and trying to get back into the right place for surfing. Yeah. And it was a lot more forgivable. Like a mistake you make on those type of waves are a lot more forgivable if the waves are like the size of the beach that Caleb took us to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I would have been scared, dude. I know for a fact I would have been even more injured, like hands down.
Yeah.
I admit that, guys. I admit that. I have a couple of instances where like God was speaking to me,
Interesting.
and I was like, "Oh wow, like what a coincidence!" Like, has there been any time within the trip where you're like, "Oh, this was like God's plan all along"?
I feel like we might say the same thing.
Yeah, that's.
Then you can say it. Yeah.
Well, okay, well, there's one that you don't know unless your aunt told you,
Okay.
but the one that's kind of obvious that we're both probably gonna say, Caleb.
All right. I'll say that one, and then you tell me the one that I don't. know.
Yeah.
So, my aunt wanted to play pool. I think this was day 2, right?
This was day 2 at a low key pool place.
Yeah. Well, Austin found us a pool place that was horrible, and so we went to a different pool place, and it was actually pretty nice. The pool tables were still small, but it was pretty nice. Air conditioned. That was a huge one. And while I was playing pool, Austin noticed this. I didn't. But this father and son came in, and the father kept looking at me while he was on a video call with his wife. And then maybe 10 minutes later, the father comes up to me while I'm playing pool. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And he's like, my wife wants to talk to you. This man I've never met before in my entire life puts me on the phone with his wife. And the wife is like freaking out. And she recognized me. And this is the most impressive way I've ever been recognized. She recognized me by the silhouette that I was giving off in the background of the video chat that she was on with her husband. So she wasn't at the pool hall. The husband was at the pool hall. And she just kind of caught my silhouette and was like, that's Ree Choi. And then, because I got introduced to the wife, said hi to the husband, and said hi to the son, I went downstairs to smoke a cigarillo, and the son was there, and we started talking and then exchanged contact information, and then I think we met the next night at a favorite cigar bar of mine, and he was like talking about this rave that he wanted to take us to. And it turns out that Austin actually performed with this particular DJ named Henry Fong, but all the tickets were sold out. And so I was like, hey, Austin, do you want me to just DM this? Do you want me to DM him, see him if I can get in? And then like 10 minutes later, Henry Fong replied back to us, got us on his list. And the next day we went and did that. And that was a lot of fun. It was cool seeing Austin's part of the world. As also, I was able to have a really productive discussion with Henry Fong about the business of DJing and all that type of stuff and the parallels that be with content creation and DJing. Anyway, and then we hung out with Caleb a couple of more times, took us around places, and then finally, on Monday, the second to last night, we had dinner with the family, and the family is a good Christian family, and it was nice to be with natives and talk about their experience with Christ as well as what they've been through as a family. One of the father nearly died because of COVID, and then the healing journey that he's been on was inspiration.
It was a very good talk at the dinner too, especially with well-rounded Christians. It was just all-around good vibes.
Yeah.
And out of all the people that recognize you or even we met at the trip, out of all those people, God directed us directly to Caleb and his family.
Yeah.
And it was great. Caleb, shout out to Caleb. You really took care of us during that trip, bro.
If can, if no can, no can.
Him and his wife also came to church with us on Sunday, right?
Oh, yeah.
And did you know that they went to a previous service before they came to ours?
Yeah, they did worship at Calvary Chapel and then went to our Korean church. Went to the English service, but we were late because of car rental problems, and so stayed with us for the Korean service, but there were translators. Apparently, the translator was speaking Pidgin, which is funny, but yeah.
Even me, I was just it was only one ear was working for me, so I was listening to this and this. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, might as well just take out the translating thing and just listen to the Korean version, But okay, yeah, that was definitely like the big one. Another thing that really like made me surprised was at the TSA line going back to Hawaii or going back to LA.
Oh, okay.
So it was super long. Luckily, you had a TSA pre-check, but the line itself was super freaking long. And we met this, me and your aunt. There was a couple behind us, and they were like, "Oh my god," they're stressing out. They were like, "Oh my god, our flight literally leaves in 10 minutes." And then I was just like, and for me, I was just trying to get your aunt's like passport, like or all of her details, all of her boarding passes, because I sent it to you. But I'm like, oh wait, she's in TSA with me. So while doing that, she was praying for the couple behind us, like, oh, okay, please, may they please get to their flight, say like on time, make sure they don't miss it.
Yeah.
Right after that, amen. Right after they did that, the TSA security guard came up to us. He's like, hey, you guys can come through over here. We're opening up a new line. And then I just looked at your aunt. We just looked at you like, what the heck? And then we obviously told the couple, hey, you guys, like literally, you have 10 minutes left. Go before us. Like, are you sure? I'm like, of course we're freaking sure. Just go over there.
That's pretty cool.
Wow. And then that whole situation, we were like just looking. It's like, that was God. He's like, of course that was God. And we're like,
Yeah.
it was crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I noticed that you're kind of taking a different direction towards your whole Reed Choi platform, yeah?
I am.
I thought you were with the whole, like, going towards more actor and movies.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you want to elaborate more and fill in the details for your fans on what's really going on, what any upcoming projects for you?
I'm approaching my social media as like a portfolio or resume. And this is a conversation that I had with a fellow actor, talking about how you want to make sure that when a producer or a director is looking you up, it's very clear that you're an actor, and not just some influencer or content creator, because content creators and influencers get a bad rep of not being able to act, etc. And so I'm trying to make my page look more like an actor's page. Yeah, and as for cool projects that are coming up, I mean, I already talked about the TV show that I guest starred in.
What
I
about
have a movie coming up. Yeah.
But you're still going to be doing your, like, skit stuff for Ray Choi, though, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, a lot of your followers and fans, they're eating that up all the time. So it's like, it would be kind of sad to see you not do that anymore and go straight into just acting in movies and TV shows.
Yeah, I'm still going to upload my reels. It's just the main page, not the reels page, but the main page, the first thing that you see when you click my profile, is going to be more curated, a little more intentional.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about?
Okay, so I think it was yesterday we released a clip from the podcast. I was talking about how I want the queen to my king. And at the end of the video, or somewhere in the middle of the video, I talked about how the girl doesn't have to be as smart as me. And a lot of people kind of took it the wrong way, making it seem like I was saying that like all men are smarter than women or women are dumb. And that's not the point that I was saying. The reason why it's unique to me is because, oh man, I hate talking about this, but I took an IQ test recently, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I kind of wish I never took it.
Why?
Because
gives you like an ego boost, maybe, or
no, the opposite. It made me realize a lot of things. I scored very highly. I'm not going to tell people what I scored, but I scored very highly. The curse of intelligence, especially if it's tied with someone like me who deeply wants to be understood. Everybody wants to be understood, but because of my childhood and my feelings not being prioritized, I want to be understood at a much fundamental level. Let's just say that if you had an IQ in the 90th percentile, logically speaking, 89% of the population won't truly be able to understand you just because you think on a different level. Now, they might be able to understand you pretty damn well, and it might not even, that 1% might not even matter. But just logically speaking, there will be a mismatch simply because you think on a different wavelength. And the higher it goes, the difference between an IQ of the 85th percentile and the 90th percentile is not the difference between the IQ of the 90th percentile and the 95th percentile. Those are it's a huge leap once you go from 90 and above. And That's why I say I don't need a girl that is as smart as me, because I already have a very rare intelligence, and I also have other high standards. And so to think that I need someone to match everything to be perfect in that way, I feel like is a bit facetious. And I don't need someone to be as smart as me, because I feel like just statistically impossible, but also asking too much of someone. They just need to be smart enough, kind of like they don't need to give me 100%. I'm happy with 90, 95, that type of thing. Anyways, the question that was posed comes from 99 Iowa High Points, and it reads as, I found this a bit sad, actually. I agree in the wider sense that it's hard to sustain a relationship with two people who are constantly working to be the smartest. But here, it sounds like he's saying that his intellectual ability will find its outlet elsewhere, with friends or other projects. How do you build a true friendship with your partner, if that's so? A true meeting of the minds. I guess it works for some people, but it sounds pretty lonely to me.
Me personally, I don't really care or value if my potential partner is as smart as me or even makes more money than me. I really don't care. I guess it's all different on different people. I truly don't value that as much. It's
You're
okay
okay
for
if
us.
a girl makes more money than you?
Yeah, because then it just makes me work. You want to work even more. If
Right, so inevitably you would want to make more money then.
yeah, of course.
So
but it's
you
not
do
gonna. Yeah, but it's a good thing to have. So that way, I'm like, okay, I'm motivated to make more money than her. I work extra hard.
Yeah.
It's a good motivational thing. But in terms of like intellectual stuff, I'm always willing to grow with my significant other. Like if like it's all about growth with each other. I don't care like how I met you. If you're this smart, if you're dumb or anything, I don't care about that genuinely, because everyone, unless you're a closed-minded thinker, you want to always learn and grow as each day goes by. So it's like, okay, if I meet you as this person, like, okay, the outcome like 5 years down the road, you might not be the same person. We might both excel tremendously and become really high IQ individuals. It all just depends.
I get what you're saying. IQ doesn't quite work like that. IQ is a little bit static
Got you.
throughout your life. You can grow it, but not in the way that you're saying. There's only degrees of better. IQ is just pure, it's kind of just like the tool that you've been given. You can sharpen the tool, but you're not gonna upgrade from a hammer into a jackhammer. You know what I mean?
So do you believe that you are born with the IQ and you can't really grow out of it? Like you can't increase your IQ over time by reading, learning, practicing things? Do you think you're just born with that IQ from the start?
Right. So IQ is just raw intelligence. It's just what you've been given with. Now, what you do with that intelligence, that's totally different. You can learn and become more efficient and effective, but that's a separate thing from IQ. Is basically the way you want to approach IQ is like what might take someone, a person with a lower IQ, it might take 1 hour to learn something, and a person with a high IQ, it'll take 15 seconds to learn something. But they are both capable of learning. It's just the tools that they've been given, their intelligence approaches things differently, and so they're able to absorb information or skills faster than the individual. But everyone can learn, and i.e. become smarter. Yeah, I think this question comes from an individual that believes in the idea that your partner should be your everything. And I don't quite agree with that, because you're putting too much pressure on one person. Like they have to be your lover, your best friend, your confidant, your accountant, your maid, your boss, your employee. It puts too much on one person. Which is why when I say like the true meeting of the minds, I don't need a woman that loves chess as much as I do. I don't need a woman that's into English literature as much as I am. Sure, those are nice to haves, but I don't need someone to meet me in every aspect of who I am, including intellectually, which is why I came to that conclusion. It might be an ego thing where you want to be as smart as your partner. But if that's just not the case, you kind of just have to accept it. And if you can't provide the intellectual stimulation that they need and he gets it elsewhere through his friends, like that's why I'm friends with, and you're going to blank this out. I like talking to because he's an English major just like I am. We nerd out on pretty much the same stuff. And so we can just talk about stuff at a very deep level that is unique to just between us. And I don't expect the same from, I've never expected the same from my partner. I've never been like, hey, let's go into the ins and out of Immanuel Kant's metaphysics or Derrida's approach to corporal punishment. That'd be psychopathic.
Even for me, I was like, what?
You know what I mean, though? But it's like, yeah, just like how like when a girl goes to her girlfriends because they need girl time, they want to talk about blah, blah, blah. A guy shouldn't get offended. Like, why can't you have girl time with me? You know what I mean? Let's put face masks on. You know, it doesn't. Yeah, I think I don't want to say it's unhealthy for you to want to be everything for your partner. I think your heart's in the right place, but perhaps there are other people that can fulfill them better and ideally help the relationship, because you don't have to occupy that your own brain space trying to match something that you literally can't. And you let other people do it so you can focus on the things that you are good at.
Also, it's good to go to your friends and family that if you're, for instance, like for example, if your partner is lacking emotional intelligence, would you rather have your partner seek it out with other women or seek it out towards your friends and family?
What do you mean? Because I feel like for me, emotional intelligence is a must-have. Because if you're a child,
but just giving you a flat-out example, if you're no,
you'll have to.
Oh my god. But like, okay, it could be anything. So imagine your future partner, okay? She's lacking something, right? Could be just intellect, right? Instead of
just pure intellect. She's just dumb as a rock. I can't do dumb as a rock. I can't do that.
Okay, but what if, zero body count, super Christian, loyal, okay, I gotta take that out, but you know what I'm talking about here.
Try again.
Okay. But what if it was all that, right? What if a woman was giving you everything else? She was a humble, religious Christian.
If she's humble because she's dumb as rocks and just like, I can't do anything.
Well, you wouldn't.
You
and your acting skills.
Can't do it.
Okay. Even if she was a 10, like if she was Madison Beer.
Well,
I knew it.
Let me think about that.
No, come on, bro. I know you'd fold, bro. You'd fold. I know you.
I'd find a way.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
She's so fine.
Oh, I know. You're telling me, brother.
Divine.
Hey, but you have a chance.
Sublime.
You have a chance.
I do.
Hit her up on the DMs.
Again?
This guy. Okay, well.
Wait, sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I lost my train of thought.
I was asking you for a specific example of something.
Right. So imagine if she was just think of something that she's lacking in, right? It could be something small.
Emotional intelligence.
Right.
For me, I need a woman that is emotionally intelligent enough that can take accountability for when they mess up and understand that just because they feel something doesn't make it true. So I need at least that amount of emotional maturity.
Okay, why don't
accountability?
Let's actually go in a deeper level. Okay, imagine the last person you dated. What was that one thing that she was lacking?
The one thing, honesty.
Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work. Then that analogy is not gonna work. Because if she's not honest, then why would you seek honesty from somewhere? Okay,
Well, she was insecure. Therefore, she lied about things because she wanted to seem better than what she actually was.
Okay. Well, my analogy isn't going to work with that.
What was your analogy?
Just like the example, the intellect aspect. If my woman wasn't that intellectually there and I can't talk to her kind of like what you talked to about, I'd rather talk to that with my friends and family rather than seeking out other women that can fulfill that emptiness that my current partner doesn't have.
That's precisely the point I made.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on board with you.
All right.
Okay, well, that concludes our podcast for today.
No, you should tell that story because I was telling it to her and he was dying laughing.
Which story?
The guy on the bike. When we went to the beach and parked. Not parked, but dropped off on the Uber, and the guy on the bike was like, you can't park here or something like that.
Oh my God.
Because I don't remember this, or I forgot about it until he reminded me in the middle of the trip. I was like, wait, what? That happened? But go ahead.
You're
This
such
is
a puss.
funny story.
Such
Go
a
ahead.
puss. We went to this really secluded, nice beach, and
Beautiful.
it was so beautiful. It was the most beautiful beach over there in Waikiki, not Waikiki, but in Oahu. And our Uber driver dropped us off. And then apparently it's like a very local area, so a lot of locals don't like it when there's a lot of like tourists coming by. And as we were getting dropped off and we got out of the car, literally we're just there for like 3 seconds max. And this local drove by and was like, "You're not allowed to park here." And then Reed was just like, "You can go f yourself."
That's not what I said.
You basically, I mean,
I said you can go suck my.
oh, okay, well, it's the same thing. I was like, but yeah, he was really,
Oh, it's much more rude.
okay, yeah. But I was just, and then I was like watching the whole thing unfold, and the guy, like, he didn't even like say anything back. He was just driving by. It was hilarious.
He was on a bike.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was on a bike, yeah. And I was telling Reed too. I was like, "Yo, dude, if he was actually gonna come back and like, do something, I would have backed you up." But then again, he was like, "Dude, if I can't fight him on my own, we're royally then, dude." Well, yeah, that was a good time, bro. That was a good time.
And the funny thing is, I don't remember.
How do you not remember that?
Because I feel like because he didn't do anything,
It was
it wasn't
memorable.
important. If he came back, then there's no way I would have forgotten that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm glad that you said that because like my anger issues, like I would have just like went off, but thank God you did it first.
I don't even remember how I said it. Because I feel like I probably went like, "You can go suck my."
You were pretty aggressive.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
Oh, okay. I don't remember
I haven't
this.
seen you that aggressive ever, so I was like,
Well, he must have been pretty rude then.
it was
Okay.
super rude, bro. I was like, dude, what the hell? But all right, well that concludes our podcast for today. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, yo. Peace. I'm surprised you're not gonna sing the Katy Perry song at the end, bro.
You.
You and I.
You and I riding Harleys in Hawaii. I.
Guys, he was literally listening to that
That
on
was the
repeat.
theme song to the trip.
The whole trip he was playing
On
that song.
repeat. And Silhouette Hula.
Yeah, that too.
That hula song.
That too.
The whole ride back.
Oh my God! Wait. Okay. So this is hilarious. Our whole trip, we were there for a week, right? I literally counted from the very beginning. There was about 16 people.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it went up. It was 13 last time, and now it's 16 because there's more people that said it. But there was 16 people. Like he was like, "Oh, like is that your brother?" And he was like, "No, he's just my best friend," you know.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how many ABC stores that you.
Oh no.
You counted that, right?
I counted the whole time. Dude.
Yeah.
It was just so much. I was like, really? Like, dude, we look nothing alike, bro. And like everyone's like, even when I was getting our what is it, the snorkeling thing, it's like, "Oh, is your brother coming back?" And like I'm like, so many instances like that. Like, oh, is that? And then they all thought that your aunt was on my mom too. Hilarious. And of course, we tried so hard to like not like, because it was just us two and his aunt, and times where we're like nice beautiful sunset. We're like, "Yo, let's check out the sunset, it looks beautiful," and it's just us two drifting along the sunset, and we're like, "Bro,
this is too romantic.
This is too romantic, bro." Like everyone's gonna think that we're gay.
We were out on the balcony. We had a killer view. I mean, of the beach, and I was allegedly smoking cigars on the balcony with him, and then it was like nighttime. I mean, the stars were out, the waves were crashing against the beach, and then he decides to play "I Can't Help Falling in Love"
by Elvis.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Just trying to spicing up the mood, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're done.
We were both probably shirtless.
Most of the time we were both shirtless.
Yeah.
And I can totally see it from other people's perspective, like two good-looking dudes walking around, like these guys are probably gay.
100%. I mean, I thought it's like we definitely look like a gay couple.
Yeah, no,
right
100%. Especially you were wearing like a crop top like shirt too. Dude.
Yeah. I was like, this is definitely screaming some signals right now.
Yep. Especially with my hair and the earrings.
It made
too.
sense why not that many women came up to us this trip. They were like, these people are definitely a couple.
Oh my God, hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned for the next podcast next week. Like, comment, subscribe.
You're the bottom.